Hello everyone and welcome back if you're returning. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have just found this channel, my name is Arlene. I'm a psychic medium, a healer, a seer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And right now on this channel, you will find spiritual guidance and twin flame guidance, usually both combined in one message. So just trust if you've stumbled upon this channel, it's for a very good reason. And thank you everyone, as always, for all the love you send to this channel, for all the love you send my way through comments and emails, for booking my services, for joining my Zoom events, for now joining my retreats. I just can't thank you all enough. And I really have built such a beautiful sisterhood, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And last night at my Zoom event, thank you to everyone who joined that. And the familiar faces who have been in all my events and things over the last couple of years were there, but new faces, and it was beautiful. And so many of you have emailed me today saying you felt the magic and you felt how magical and healing it was, and I love the fact that my unicorn guide, the unicorns, stole the show for some of you. So amazing. But it was an emotional event, and as we connected with we had an emotional session with the mermaids of Mintaka and the whale elders and stuff, and it was beautiful. So thank you everyone for joining me for that. It was really something special. So let's get into this message tonight, and I hope you're all doing really well. I don't know about you guys, I can't speak for everyone, but the energy that I was in yesterday and then again this morning, I was up at 6:45 this morning and completely full of energy. Cleaned my house, I was cleaning my windows. I'm just so motivated and driven, and yesterday was the same, and I was really excited about my event last night. Usually I'm quite nervous, before these big Zoom events, but I was feeling so good and so excited. And then I posted my little short last night. I was out after I finished my Zoom event. The kids and I went out with Roxy, and I said, I need to take a video of this moon. And the reason why there's music over the short clip is because I swore, because I just went, what the beep just went past my camera. Because I don't know if you've seen the short, but I was videoing the moon. It was all this beautiful, lovely, shiny moon. And then all of a sudden all this weird smoke-like stuff just came up from beneath us, which was very weird. It didn't feel like anything, it didn't feel like anything weird or negative. It felt really quite divine. And when I say it just came up from nowhere. And it was a really, really nice moment. And in fact, I caught it on camera as well. So it came out of the blue, but it was really, really it's the first time I've caught something like that, so unusual on camera. So let's get into this message and see how you're all doing, and let's see how the masculine's doing. First and foremost, I do feel there's still, for many masculines, it's like they're on the precipice of taking that leap, because the song that came through, now I had to look this song up, I'll be honest, I just kept on hearing the same line over and over again. When I'm going to pull some charms at the end as well, and just before I forget to say that, I'm pulling some charms at the end. But the song I kept on hearing was the line, I think I love you, but what am I so afraid of? And I kept on hearing over and over again that same line. And eventually I was like, I'm going to have to Google that line and see, because I don't think it's come through before. It definitely didn't feel like a song I'd heard coming through these messages before. And then when I looked it up, it said the Partridge Family, or something like David Partridge or the Partridge Family. And I had a little look at the lyrics, and it makes sense to what I'm feeling with the masculine energy right now, where it's like they know they love you. They know they want this. They know they want this relationship. They know they want to return to you. They know they have a purpose with you. But they still have that little, what's stopping me? What is stopping me? And I feel for many of them, they have that final little, that final push they need just to go, do you know what? I need to take a chance. I need to take this risk. I cannot risk losing my person, losing my divine feminine. So I have to make this leap. I have to do this. And I felt that coming through quite strongly today. So that song might be resonant for some of you as well. So let's quickly get into the circle of light to keep us all safe and protected throughout this message. Calling in heavenly ancestors, spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Please and thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. I can also request Archangel Michael, whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and Spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude to you all. And so it is. So let's clear the energy and set the intention. I set the intention with this message to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing and blessings to every single person who connects with this message. Channel straight through the cosmic heart of Venus. And so it is. Okay, now I'm seeing someone walking very briskly, you know, like the way my mum would have said something like that to me, because she would say to my friend Angela and I, stop dawdling, walk briskly. Because, you know, we'd always be late for school, so we'd be too busy dawdling and chatting when we were going to school. And so I'm seeing someone who's walking briskly. So somebody could be getting fit right now, out walking, doing sort of, you know, speed walking or walking briskly. So not quite a run, but not quite a slow walk, but brisk walk. That's what I feel. Someone, you know, who's walking. I think that's what it means to walk quite briskly, walk quite fast, maybe, or is it? I'm not sure, but I feel that's what it means. Walking quite fast. So I don't know if someone's doing that right now to get themselves fit or something like that. Now I'm seeing church bells ringing, so you could live close to a church, you could hear church bells ringing, but also church bells are significant for declaration, for announcement, and also for weddings. So there's a bell ringing. I'm getting that it's not a sad bell ringing I'm hearing. I'm just hearing that quite enthusiastic, like you would hear on a Sunday or something like that. So you could live either close to a church, you could hear church bells quite a lot. Now I'm seeing a parliament building. I think it's Westminster or something. So this person could be into politics, or you're into politics, or this person could have been a politician at some point, or into politics, or they could have been the opposite. It could have been a political, you know, activist or something. Let's get rid of this. Let's see what else is coming through. I'm going to pull some Love Oracle first of all. I've got a few decks out here, so I'm going to get into it quite quickly, see what comes through so I can get to the charms. So anything else you want to show me before I get into the love of this message? Now I'm seeing a cat. I'm seeing a black and white cat. So someone could have a black and white cat, or someone could have a black and white cat that lives close to them, that's always, you know, around them or something like that. Okay. So I think I love you. So what am I so afraid of? So the Book of Love, when you want it, when you know what you want to hear, and deep reflection, introspective personally, Learning to appreciate each other. Prone to misunderstandings. Seeking deeper understanding in a connection. So the Book of Love and Deep Reflection. So this tells me your person and possibly you at some point have had to really take a deep dive in to figure out why relationships and stuff like that haven't really worked out for you in the past. But I feel like this person, when that song came through, I think I love you, but what am I so afraid of? That's what makes me think this person is feeling this love, okay? If you look, that book's open and all the roses and stuff are flying out of it. They feel in their heart this is a romantic story with you. They feel like this is a love story for the ages, right? But the reflection card here, and it's got a mirror on it, makes me think this person's trying to figure out though, but what am I still afraid of? If I love them and I know this is a loving connection, what am I so afraid of? And that's what I feel. The eternal blooms, feeling nostalgic about the past. So this person is definitely trying to figure this out. I think I love you, but what am I so afraid of? Because when I think back to us in the past, it's beautiful, it's special, it's the only time I feel good. And that's what I feel with this person. So, yeah. So let's find out. So, close ties, bound together karmically, the whole package, tied up, surprise, unveiled, and intimacy. So there was something about the both of you here that you were to release each other from karmic contracts. So you were to trigger each other's karmic debts and wounds and stuff like that to be healed. And that's mostly what the twin flame journey is. It's, yes, it can be romantic and filled, especially if your twin flame is also your soulmate who you've had lots of lifetimes with in romantic ways and things. But the twin flame journey is triggering each other's karma, triggering each other's awakening, and making you take that deep dive into yourself to find out why you have been doing the same pattern, why you've been doing the same things, why you have been sabotaging the same good things and stuff like that. So when it says linked together karmically, and you know, this tells me you're both, yeah, the whole package. So although this person saw you as a whole package, I definitely feel they were blocking their own emotions in some way. So spreading wings, a deep need to be free, creating a loving home, sharing hidden feelings with each other. Trust, be vulnerable and release. And I kept on getting that Page of Cups energy today. So I do feel there is a really strong need here to express feelings and allow yourself to be vulnerable. And it might not just be for the masculine, because a few nights ago, my last reading, I was picking up two people that had to finally express themselves honestly. And if you're at the point where your person comes back and you still don't feel like you can tell them, show them the real you. So, like, say for example, you're a divine feminine who you are, you know, you have your own channel and you do psychic readings or something like that, but you don't want your person to know that you are this powerful psychic medium who's been doing this work. They think you're a school teacher or something. You have to show them the real you. Otherwise, you're also not being honest with them. So that's why I feel these situations, you have to get to the point where you don't have anything to hide. You want to show them the full package, because we've got the words full package there. You want to show them the full package and you want to be proud of that. You want to say, this is what you're getting, this is me from head to toe. I'm happy in my skin, I'm happy with who I am, and this is me. So if you love me as much as I love me, then we can make this work. But it has to be, you have to be able to show someone your true self. And so does this masculine, I feel. There's something about you both being able to be vulnerable and show your true self to each other. You know, it's like that laid bare, emotionally, not as much physically, but emotionally. Vulnerability. scent of desire, intense passion and charm for each other, being drawn together in romance. So sensual, intimate bond. So I think that's what I feel. There's something here you need to let each other get a bit deeper emotionally. And that's where that Page of Cups is coming in. There needs to be that vulnerability of really showing your true self to each other. And that's why I'm feeling that kind of laid bare, just you have to show each other your true self. No, it's not about the physical intimacy, because that card's saying there is obviously a strong chemistry and passion and you're drawn together like magnets, but there has to also be this emotional vulnerability between the two of you, and part of that is showing your true self. And if you can't show your person the real you, then they won't show you the real them. So it has to be an equal playing field for you both. So give me one more from here, and then I'm going to pull one of my other love oracles. So let's see. There we go. See, clear cut, your partner defends you, finding out exactly where you stand, healing past wounds that were reopened, loyalty, truth, and hurting. So that's that Ace of Swords as well, where I feel there has to be truth and honesty between the two of you, and maybe you have to express to each other why your wounds from the past ran so deep. This is maybe something that's going to help to release any last kind of, because I remember that I just keep on getting that I think I love you, so what am I so afraid of? And it means there's some little final little strand that needs to be dealt with, you know, like a little strand from the past. So like when I'm talking about like in the sense of like, you know, the web of past lives, and it's all kind of crisscrossed and the cords and stuff like that. And maybe you and this person are finally healing those wounds and feeling freer by the day, but there's something, I feel, you have to be vulnerable and express something that's still, to finalise that, still using that sword to cut that final little thread between the two of you that's holding you guys back into the past. So it says, loving lightly, spending small joyful moments together, a delicate balance, trying to be ready to commit, and the heart flutter. It says emotions can shift quickly, emerge stronger together for it, discovering beauty in your spiritual growth. So something here about balance is going to help, some sort of emotional balance here with the two of you. And I feel it starts here with this emotional vulnerability, especially from your masculine, but they're taking a deep dive into why they're doing what they do, like why they know they love you, they want to be with you, so why are they holding back? And I think that's something to do with you both. I think it's because if you're not ready to fully show yourself to your masculine, then they won't be able to do that either. Future plans, making a commitment to stay together in the long term. So the divine's saying this is a connection that can go the distance. It can work. It can be long term. You both want the same thing. I feel that. Float away, drifting apart amicably without any regrets. So that you and this person may have, you know, went your separate ways to try and figure things out here. But I do think that the future plans and float away is more about the two of you sort of coming back after being in separation and making those plans together. Tell me more about this future plans, please, and thank you for this twin flame connection we're picking up on. Okay. Let's see, tell me. Okay, 2. Fulfill, being on different levels but growing apart, and trying to satisfy every need for each other. So I feel this is what caused the separation here. It was because you weren't able to You were both looking for different things is what I feel off straight away with those cards. I feel that you weren't able to fulfill each other the way you needed to be fulfilled. I feel you were looking for something the masculine was searching for the opposite direction type thing. You know, you were looking for commitment and love and he was looking for freedom and fun. You know, that kind of opposites. So I do feel like at the time, when this float away and this having to go your separate ways because you were both not able to give each other what you wanted at the time. But let me see, I want to clarify the future plans. Tell me about the future plans. Obviously this is past energy I'm feeling just now. Tell me about the future plans. Shaman, affirming the sacred masculine in yourself. So you, divine feminine, basically welcoming your shadow as well, you know, embracing your shadow, because that's all part of your journey. You have to accept your shadow back as part of you. And that's the whole point of loving yourself. You're loving every aspect of yourself, including your shadow, your masculine side. But also I feel your masculine is getting ready to step up here and could be ready to you know, start carrying out more of their purpose here as a shaman. So foundation, building a happy home and family together for the future. And the goddess card is here as well. Affirming the sacred feminine in yourself. So look at that. So the shaman and the goddess and building a happy home together when I asked what the future plans were. So in the past, you were just both opposite ends of the spectrum. You were both looking for different things in different ways, and you were never going to come together in any kind of compromise or anything like that. So the separation had to happen. Sorry, my nose switchy. The separation had to happen here, and now, you know, the shaman is coming back, the masculine and the goddess, the feminine, to build this foundation and build this kind of 10 of Pentacles energy together. Okay, give me one more card from this deck for this energy that's coming through here. So it says struggling to find the similarities or focusing on the problems rather than the good between you, and traveling the same spiritual path together. So this is just saying, look, this is two birds who, there was a difference in opinion, there was a difference in what you both wanted. That's what I was just saying a moment ago. And you had to go your separate ways in order to find yourself again, in order to really truly understand what it is you both wanted. And I now just feel you're at the point where you're both ready to return to each other. But this, I don't know if you heard that, that was so weird. But you're both now ready, because look, this card, the birds are apart. See, the birds are apart. They're almost kind of huge gap between them there, and then here the birds are back together. So it says together, resolving and making things right to work between you. And big love, this is the one you have both been waiting for. So that is basically the message. This is someone, I feel there was no animosity, nothing like that. I don't feel that. I just feel you had to go your separate ways because you wanted one way and they wanted the other way, and there was no compromising. I feel you were both like, you know, well, that's the way I want it, and they're like, well, I can't go for that, you know, the whole note song. I just feel that as a big part of this connection, you were both searching for different things, and you were never going to be on the same mindset or on the same path. I wish things could have been different. So yeah, this person is looking back at the past now and realizing that you were both just on different journeys, and you had to go your separate ways in order to follow your path at that time. I hid behind material things, so this person definitely could have told you they were looking for, you know, freedom and to have fun, and you know, maybe they were wanting to focus on career and stuff like that. you and I were too young. So that can literally mean you were too young when you met, but it can also mean that you were just spiritually immature and not evolved and emotionally immature when you met each other. Or one of you was, you know, that can mean that as well. It's time for me to heal now. So this person's definitely been going through a lot of healing. I feel you both have. Tell me what else this masculine wants the truth to be known. Just being near you is intoxicating. So we did get the card. Where's my glasses? We did get the card that this person, you and this person have this really powerful magnetic connection, but obviously it wasn't enough to maintain the connection, because, you know, there was no issue with the intimacy and the attraction, but there was just, you were both wanting different things. We had to let each other go. Yeah, see? So tell me what else the truth of this connection is. I'm going to pull a few tarot. My life is not as together as it seems. So if you're, you know, if you're stalking each other on Facebook or whatever social media, I want to tell you how I truly feel. So I feel this person's life has been kind of falling apart since they've been away from you. But again, that was the path they had to take. If this masculine had, if everything had worked out and you guys had immediately, you know, got together, got engaged, whatever, you know, moved in together, whatever this was, I think it would only have just got more toxic between the two of you, because this person was still searching for something for their own, that was part of their own spiritual journey. And you, Divine Feminine, was obviously at a different point in your journey where you wanted, as I say, something different. So this person and you had to go separate ways. I left you before you could leave me. And I hope you can forgive me one day. On the bottom right behind that, I love you. So I feel this person, I think when this person is with you, they could have thought, yeah, this is nice. We have a really strong chemistry. We got on really well. I'm highly attracted to this person. But I'm too scared to go all in case I lose it and then I'm back to square one. There was just, it might have been a block in this that this person had to work through themselves. Because again, it goes back to the song, I think I love you, but what am I so afraid of? So there was definitely fear held this person back in the past. But I honestly feel on both sides, it was a lack of vulnerability and a lack of you being your authentic self. I feel you were both holding back from each other in a sense. And it could have been, when you saw that card of differences that pulled you apart, it could have been like, you, Divine Feminine, maybe you had a spiritual side you were hiding from your masculine for fear of them thinking you were weird or strange. And, you know, it could have been something like that. But I just feel a kind of lack of authenticity from both sides. And usually I just think it's from the masculine, but I'm feeling it from both sides here. So let's see. Okay, Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, and I get two things from that energy alone. So this person could have opted to stay single rather than move into a partnership with you. But also I feel you focusing on your individual journeys and being single and both going your separate ways has actually helped this partnership to grow and evolve. Energetically, you're both like this. You know, energetically, you're both always together and always working together and helping each other to evolve and grow. That's what your higher self does. Your higher self is working with both you and your physical masculine in this dimension to help to bring you back into union physically, because, you know, you're never apart. So the whole point of your higher self is to make you both understand that, you know, there is no physical distance. You're actually together all the time. So you're always working coherently together in the 5D, but you definitely both had to go your separate ways here, because as I say, you were both too opposite when you met. You were never going to find a happy medium, I feel. It was just there was no happy medium, and you both had no other, you know, reason but to just move on in your own separate ways. So the Judgment. So this for me speaks of you both had to do this to put you through your spiritual awakening. This is what put you both onto your, see, it put you both into your heartbreak era, where you go through that dark night of the soul, you awaken, and then you're sort of plunged into this really negative state of mind. You feel heartbroken, and it's just, I mean, whenever anyone says to me, how do you know you're in a twin flame journey, and I just describe it as it's finding a part of you didn't know was missing, finding yourself complete and whole, and thinking this is the best feeling ever, and how come I've never found this in anyone else? And then it gets pulled apart, it falls apart, and it's to send you into this awakening journey, only for you to finally start to, you know, heal out of that negative state and become a stronger, more evolved version. You know, that phoenix rising from the phoenix rising from the ashes energy. So that is what your journey is designed to do. And this Emperor is trying to get out the deck. So this is your Emperor. He or she, whoever your masculine is here, has definitely went through this heartbreak. Yes, see? They've went through the awakening. They've went through the heartbreak and the loss, missing you, and now they've been in this state, their hermit state. So tell me more about this masculine, and what's the present energy of this masculine right now? He feels ready to move forward, but or he or she just feels ready, but there's just still a slight fear, and I feel it's to do with both of you. Yeah, see, Four of Swords, still contemplating, still sort of going that deep dive within, as I keep on saying. And there's a Page of Cups. Trying to really dig deep to let their vulnerability shine, to really, and it's just coming through that this person was definitely not allowed to be vulnerable. They could have had to, maybe they were an older sibling and they had to be the strong one of the family for their siblings or something, or there was something about this person that they were not allowed to be vulnerable. Now, it could have been by their parents. They could have had a strict father figure or something who did not allow them to be vulnerable, or a strict mother that didn't allow them to be vulnerable. Something about this person, they were not allowed to be vulnerable. And the King of Wands on the bottom. So this person might hide behind a lot of bravado and charm rather than allow themselves to be vulnerable. That's what I feel. Yeah, Five of Cups. And it's what lost you. It's failure to be vulnerable. But it's all to do with their belief system. Yeah, see, there's a Tower. When this person lost you, they had to really try and figure out what went wrong. Because I'm feeling someone who felt so complete and so happy when they were with you. But it was just really purely because this person was just not willing to, yeah, look at that, allow the romantic, vulnerable side to come through. They were fearful. They were scared to let their defences down. And I feel this could have been something that you were also afraid of. And if you're afraid of fully letting your defences down, then this person feels it. And it's making them afraid to take the chance as well. There's something about you both being vulnerable here and actually being your true self with each other. Tell me, yeah, look at that. I mean, this is the Six of Cups, nostalgia, missing you, and wondering why they didn't give you the commitment that you were looking for. Like if you said to this person, you know, I think we can be really good together. I think we make a great team. We can build something together. We go on so well. This person knew at the time that you were the right choice for them. And they're looking back at the past and going, why? Why didn't I commit to this person? Why didn't I give them the loyalty they were asking me for? So let's see. Yes, Six of Pentacles. Why did I not give to this relationship? So that's what this person is trying to figure out. It's definitely to do with emotional vulnerability, not being honest with each other. Hey, this person wants to transform this situation. They want to renew this love with you. And I feel this person's biggest regret, yes, self-sabotage. Five of Swords. Their biggest regret. I'm sorry, that's not even Five of Swords, that's Page of Swords. Their biggest regret, I feel, is not communicating about how much they loved you. But they did sabotage this. No doubt about it. Like, tell me about the Divine Feminine. Tell me why I'm picking up on the Divine Feminines. I'm hearing scarcity mindset, black mindset. Yeah, you're a highly intuitive priestess, and I don't think you told this person how intuitive and how spiritually gifted you were, or are. Sorry, are. So this definitely, I feel, I mean, I felt this right at the start. You haven't shown this person the real you. You haven't shown this person the real you. And that has to happen. You have to take off the mask, and so do they. So let's see. Yeah, there's been a lot of confusion here and instability because you're both not being your true self. If you were saying to the masculine, why won't you commit to me and stuff like that, and if you weren't telling the masculine who you truly are as well, then that's why the masculine was confused, because, you know, you have to understand, if you're not being your true authentic self, they can't step into their true authentic self. Nine of Cups. You're both so connected. You're both so emotionally aligned with each other. Page of Pentacles. And I feel there's some sort of blessing connected to you both, coming back into each other's lives. So the Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands. So I feel this person's planning to take some action. Yeah, and there's a Ten of Cups. So they want to take action, and they want to build something in the future with you. They want to create this balance again. And yeah, oh my goodness, look at that. The Chariot and the Four of Wands come out. So yeah, this person is definitely overcoming their fears. Changing their mindset around being vulnerable, but also I just get this, I do feel this overwhelming thing coming through here for the Divine Feminine as well, saying you have to show your true self as well. It's not about the Divine Masculine coming in and begging for your forgiveness and I'm sorry for abandoning this connection and stuff like that. You have to be able to express yourself and be honest and clear about who you are as well. Any advice for the Divine Feminine here? Okay, so Nine of Wands. Don't give up. You're exhausted, you're weary, but there's something coming back around here. There's something about to be renewed for you and this person. The main signs are jumping out straight away, so I'll just run along the top. Sagittarius, Aries, Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Taurus. Main signs. So let's see. Oh, Ace of Swords and the King of Cups. So you are about to hear from this person, and the star on the bottom, and Aquarius has come out now as well. So you are about to hear from this person. I feel they are getting ready to man up, woman up, whatever this is. but also Divine Feminine, I feel you have to A, not give up, and B, stand in your High Priestess light. Stand in your goddess energy. Be the beautiful, powerful priestess you are. Because the more authentic you are and the more you say, this is me, this is who I am, and I love myself exactly like this, it will be a game changer for this partnership. And your person has to also take off the mask and express their vulnerable feelings and emotions to you. So I feel this is another message of a deep conversation coming in here. Yeah, and there we go. We started out with the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, and I split the deck on the Three of Pentacles again. So this partnership can work. It couldn't work in the past because I feel you were both hiding too much from each other. You were both too afraid to let your guard down fully. But I really feel that this is a really positive thing for you both, because you're both went through this evolution and now you're ready to come back together and be your true authentic self. And when you do that, it's going to change both of your lives, I feel, here for the better. So let's see. Can I get a few charms connecting to this message? Okay. Excuse me. So the ship's wheel. Now, excuse me again. The ship's wheel also connected, I feel, it's Wheel of Fortune, but also boats and being out in the ocean and stuff could be significant. Maybe you or your person love being out in the water, being out on boats. But also I feel there's always past life energy comes through for that with me, you know, like to do with the Vikings and the different voyagers and things like that. So it says, you are my sunshine. So that song could be significant and someone sees you as their sunshine. Do you see that there? You are my sunshine. The key, and whenever I get this, the key means new beginnings. It means unlocking new doors of opportunity, but it also means that you have the key to this person's heart. What do we have here? An owl. I always get wisdom from this. You both could be very wise, ancient souls, but I also always get Sagittarius from the owl. And you could also have Athena as a guide, because working with owls is a sign of Athena also. So now this is interesting. It's a spider. I was trying to figure out what it was, but it's a spider. And remember, I was just talking about the webs, and when a spider comes out, I always think of timelines and past lives and stuff like that, and how the weavings of time crisscross over each other through all dimensions and all time and space. So I'm not surprised the spider came out. The spider is definitely a sign that your timelines could be integrating right now. The plane is here, so someone could be a pilot, or someone could say a distance, or you both could be getting ready to travel and do some work in different parts of the world. There's a little mermaid, so I was just talking about the mermaids earlier. I love this. It's two hearts becoming one, so two hearts merging together. So the ballet shoes, somebody could be a dancer, you could love to dance, but also the ballet shoes are just a sign of perseverance and balance, you know, being able to be on your tiptoes and still stay perfectly balanced. But it's also strength, stamina, perseverance. So, you know, you both overcome a lot here. The Tree of Life, so as above, so below. This is you both connecting now to your, I feel, your heavenly timeline together. Because I do feel there's some sort of blessing coming in. And just as I say that, Christ consciousness and the golden energy. See the golden frequency, that golden Christ consciousness energy. So there's definitely some blessing coming through here for you both with regards to the divine. The anchor, so I always think of Jesus and Mary Magdalene, Yeshua and Mary Magdalene here, with that anchoring in the love. And whatever happens, no matter where you go, no matter what direction you both take, your love is always anchored. And I always describe it as two boats that are connected on the water, and they're connected to one anchor. and the boats naturally will drift apart and come back together in the wind and on the way the ocean moves and the way the water flows. But they ultimately are always tied together. They're ultimately always tethered to this one anchor. So yeah, they might drift apart, but they're always together. So that's the best way to look at your connection. And a cat. So I did see a black and white cat. And that's a Sphinx cat as well. Another cat. So the Egyptian energy coming through, and a little angel. So definitely you could both be earth angels and things like that as well, or have a lot of connection to angelic realm. So I'm going to pull a card from, I haven't pulled a card from my Priestess Oracle for a while, so let's pull a card from this to close out this message. I'm just going to give it a good shuffle because I haven't used it in a few days, and let's pull a card. Okay, can I get a message here for this twin flame connection, or for the twin flame collective in general? What you want them to know to end out this message right now, the overall energy for the twin flames, please, and thank you. Okay. Tell me when to stop, please. Tense moment. Okay. Ta-da! What does this say? Gold frequency. Oh my goodness. What did I just say when I held up that gold cross? The golden frequency of the Christ consciousness. Oh my goodness. Look what that says. Look what that says. Christ consciousness. I had a mic, I'd drop it. I've never said that before, but I'm just not cool enough to say that, to be honest. So the gold frequency. Wow. I literally just said that. I cannot believe I literally just said that. Honestly, I always laugh at myself. I'm always so shocked when I get it right. Like, see, when I get it right, I'm like so shocked. Like, I actually got it right. Every time. Anyone who's been watching my channel for the last few years, you will know this. I get excited when I get it right. And even though I should know by now. I've only been doing this as my full-time job for the last couple of years, but I still get excited when I get it right. So it says gold frequency, Christ consciousness, divine light, unconditional love. Oh my goodness. Dear one, you are being guided in the ascension of your true essence, resonating with the Christ consciousness that resides within your heart. The golden ray of light invites you to activate your Christed self, the one essence illuminating the true love embodiment and amplifying and unifying all beings, all realms, and all that is. Golden energy is the pure Christ frequency, and in our life it symbolizes your union with the eternal living creation, absolute divinity. We are in an inner state of peace, benevolence, and true joy of just being. This is the energy we are meant to hold within our bodies, the remembrance of our infinite belonging and loving nature. This divine golden light envelops you now, dissolving the illusions of separation and revealing the sacred unity of your existence. Where have you been following the stories and sufferings of the ego? Where are you withholding on to judgment, resentment, and grievances? How are you allowing separation to still be in your life? Open yourself to receive the abundance of divine light through the cracks of the past illusions. Surrender now to the flow of unconditional love and let it wash over everything. With this sacred golden heart temple opening through your remembrance, trust in the power of trust in the truth of your trust in the power of your Christed truth, As you embody this golden light, you will You will witness your reality shift into harmony, unity, compassion, and miracles upon miracles. You are a vessel of divine love, and through embodying your gold frequency and your every step and breath, you become a catalyst for transformation in the world around you. Your heart serves as beacon, a radiant beacon, infusing all around you with the energy of divinity and inviting others to remember their own divine nature and the love that holds us and bonds us together. Feel the warmth of unconditional love radiating through you and igniting all the spark of your Christed golden heart. This powerful energy empowers you to embrace the inherent divinity within, elevating you into a state of interconnectedness. As you connect with your golden heart, allow it to awaken your inner knowing and reveal the unified consciousness present in every single soul. Walk in the golden being you have always been and always will be. So, wow, I cannot believe I felt it when I picked up that gold cross. I felt you guys were being blessed here through this golden, you both could be golden children as well or something like that. But there's a beautiful golden frequency that I saw straight away when I saw that gold cross, and it just made me think of you guys being a golden frequency. So this has just confirmed it. You are in some sort of miracle timeline. You are both. And as I say, your separation was so vital because it's now leading you back to each other, but in a different way, where you're ready now to both. I feel like you both learned the lessons in different ways. You, Divine Feminine, had to learn to be your true authentic self, and your person had to learn to be vulnerable and show their true authentic self. So I feel you both learned your lesson in different ways, and now it's time to come back together and put it all into motion and put it all into action with each other. So that's what I have for you all. So sending you all love and blessings. God bless you, your home, your family and your pets, and God bless your union to come in with your special person very soon. Dearest everlasting Father, thank you for all this time we have spent together today, and thank you for all you do for us. As we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. Amen. Take care everyone, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Namaste.